Always a really good time right here in the island, and here to share some information about that very worthwhile event are OJ Taitano and Stephanie Guzman. Thank you very much for joining me. Half a day.
Thanks for having us. Half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, so OJ, we'll start with you. Youth Day is something, or YouthFest is something that a lot of people in the community know of, maybe, you know, tangentially and everything like that, but specifically, what exactly is YouthFest?
Well, this is our second annual YouthFest, and what it was Sanctuary needed to come up with a way to celebrate April with the rest of the world as Youth Month. And when you think of Sanctuary services and you think of our partners like DYA and the other nonprofits, you think of youth in need and families in need. And we do work with a lot of those youth and families, but we also want to celebrate all the talent that we have on our island and the accomplishment of those youth. It's also aligned with Global Youth Service Day and National Volunteer Week that was signed this morning. A proclamation was signed this morning by the governor. So it's going to be a bunch of service providers coming out and showing what we have to offer our youth and celebrating the talented youth that will be there. A lot of dancing and singing and Battle of the Bands, and the Youth of the Year Awards will be going on, so it's going to be awesome. All
right, wonderful. Of course, Global Youth Service Day, another wonderful event here on the island that KUAM is a proud partner of, so we're glad to be working with you guys for that. Okay, Stephanie, exactly how does a Sanctuary define youth exactly? Like, what age range is that?
From birth to 24.
To 24, okay.
Yes, our services at Sanctuary, we are directed towards those 11 years old to 18, which our programs all cater to. Sanctuary does have a COVID emergency shelter. We also have our transitioning living program to include our Saginaw Home, Drug and Alcohol Treatment Program.
Now, since we're talking about Sanctuary, let's go into a little bit of a background on the organization, because you know so many people out there, they think of it and they think that it's exclusively an organization that helps the underprivileged or you know, people with very special needs and everything like that. But as YouthFest is proving and everything, the organization is so much more than that in scale and scope.
Yeah, we have expanded. We're the longest surviving nonprofit organization on the island. This is our 40th year as a nonprofit, and surviving on the generosity of corporate sponsors and our community volunteers. But we have expanded so much beyond the hosting families and foster care that we now offer different outreach components. We do presentations in schools. One of the things we're pushing on YouthFest also is the pledge to be drug-free, and partnering up with a bunch of different community organizations and other nonprofits to make sure that we provide the best service that we can to all youth and not just those who are most in need.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so Stephanie, OJ was talking about, you know, some of the events that'll be going on, like the Battle of the Bands, and you know that's something that even old people like me can remember when, you know, my classmates used to get involved with that. So it's really good to see everything brought under, you know, at least metaphorically, the same umbrella, or the same canopy, as we say out here.
Well, with Battle of the Bands, I am the contact person for the Battle of the Bands to include the Gleek Out competition. The reason why we decided Battle of the Bands is because music is one of I would say, I guess, one of the best things to do. It's like an alternative high for kids, you know, listening to music, island music most especially. So our first year was awesome, and we're hoping that our second year will be, you know, going great. If you're interested in registering for our Battle of the Bands, you know, you must have 3 or more band members to participate. Right now, so far, we've got about 4 bands signed up, so we're looking forward to that. We do have a junior category and a higher category. And this goes up to the age of 24. So it's 24 years and below. So if you got a 5-year-old who can play a drum, bring them out. You know, it'd be awesome.
Now, are you subcategorizing any of the bands in terms of musical genre, or is it just, you know, like any musical act?
It doesn't matter.
So you may have a reggae band going up against like a metal act going up against like a
and even
country.
If it's like Chamorro music, or you know, anything in the different culture like Chukis or Palauan music, that would be really awesome. But of course, because it is towards, you know, our youth and family, and that's what Sanctuary is about, we want to make sure that the music is of good taste, and it doesn't have to do anything with drugs, alcohol, you know, even sex or anything like that. So we pre-screen the lyrics prior to the competition.
All right, outstanding. Okay, so Lady Gaga probably won't be showing up, or?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you never know. There might be a cameo, and I'm sure you guys are on top of that for some surprises.
Wow.
So, okay, so who else can people contact if they'd like to get involved? Because certainly there are a lot of people watching this right now that say, "Hey, I didn't know about that," and you're like, "I know some people that."
And especially since it is going to be Global Youth Service Day is celebrated between the 20th and 22nd, and our event is on April 21st. You can contact me 475-7101. Extension 119, or you can contact my co-chair. Her name is Kathleen Tolosa, and we thrive on volunteers. That's what we're about, and bring good back to the community.
All right, amazing. And then just, you know, this should have been the first question, but we'll just end with this and everything. Exactly when and where will YouthFest be?
It's Skinner Plaza from 9 to 9 on April 21st.
On the 21st.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is a free event, so bring out the family.
All right, so Stephanie and OJ, thank you very much, and we can't wait to see it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and stay tuned.